Peace, family. What up with y'all? I'm in Dallas right now, in the streets, on my book tour, on another book tour, giving the knowledge out to my people. And I had already decided that I was coming to Dallas before the even, police shooting already happened. So I was already decided. So I don't know. I guess it's just, the spiritual was just telling me it was the right place to come before. But before the police shooting occurred, I had already made the decision to be here. But yeah, right now I'm in these streets, and I just want to speak on the events that's going on right now and just some of the principles that I've already spoken about, and I'm gonna relate them to right now what's going on. First, I want to let you guys look. You got to really look at certain things because, say for instance, the holiday that just passed, Independence Day. Independence Day is really based on, say, George Washington and the Americans fighting against their oppressor, Britain. And we celebrate that. We tell them they're right. You get it? But when an African fights back, it's wrong. But every time a European fights back against his oppressor, he's right. But soon as an African tries to fight back, why is that? So we got to start questioning our mindset. Are our thoughts our own thoughts? Because it doesn't even make sense, the shit we thinking about. You feel me? You got to really question your thoughts because you saying one person is right, but then you saying another person is wrong for doing the same exact fucking thing. In fact, we celebrate it and make holidays about it. It doesn't make sense. Question your thoughts. Question everything you are thinking. I'm telling you this because sometimes people out here are programmed and they're not questioning anything. All right? That's why I tell you, be curious. Curiosity. Stay a child. You get what I'm saying? See, the children, I'm out in these streets, children is like, yeah, I agree with you. Because the children still got that curiosity. They didn't beat it out of them yet, you see? That's why I love the kids, and that's why I'm still a motherfucking kid. I'm a die kid. I'm not growing up. I'm keeping my own mind, my own logic right here. You're not going to tell me that this water is wet and it's okay. And then when this water gets wet, then you say it's not okay. No. It's going to be wet across the board. And look, let's just go with the numbers. Let's go with the history. 100% of revolutions, of victims fighting their oppressors, from victims fighting their bullies, 100% have been successful through fighting back, through bloodshed. 0 have been successful just over simply protesting. It has never worked and it never will. You gotta fight back. That's the only way a bully knows to quit. He doesn't know words. He can't understand words, I promise you. He doesn't understand protests. If y'all want to keep protesting, do that. But for the serious ones, the real ones, the alpha ones, we know what it's going to take. It's only fighting back or money. That's all they care about. Revenue and blood. Revenue and blood. Revenue and blood. Nothing else. Don't even think about it. All right? And another point I wanted to make. All right? That was the point. And it was what I already spoke about before even this shit even kicked off. My last episode, standing up when you're right. The episode is kind of long, but it's about a principle, standing up when you know you're right. You see, like, okay, the protesters in Baton Rouge yesterday. I see a woman, she's speaking articulately to the crowd, to her fellow protesters. She's speaking to them, telling them, yo, what we need to do, and they're wrong and this and that. But you're still repeating the same stuff that we already know. We know the system is wrong. We know they're oppressing us, yada, yada, yada. We know this, okay? When they see this, they arrest those people. Even though she knows she has the right, and she's saying it. I have the right, we have the right, yada, yada, yada. What did I say in my last episode? You know your rights, but then you got to stand on your rights. It's 2 parts to freedom. Knowing your rights doesn't mean nothing, especially in this world ran by devils. You're in a world that's ran by devils. Get this through your head right now. Devils run this. They don't understand your words. It doesn't click in them. It doesn't get through to them. Blood, revenue. That's the only thing that gets to. And this is a history. 100%. I'm almost at a loss of words because I hope you're getting what I'm trying to say to you. But her knowing the rights is not going to stop anything. You got to stand on your rights. You see, that's what separates me from the 7 billion. And that's why I'm so powerful, because I stand on my rights. And if you go back to my episode, I give you an example of when I stood on my rights. If I'm peaceful protesting and they come up, that's why I don't go to protest, because I know I speak well, I'm articulate, I can motivate, I can inspire. And those are the ones they arrest. So I know they would try to arrest me, and I know I would die right there, because you're not going to kidnap me. I know my rights, but I stand on my rights. That's what separates me. That's why they're so afraid of me. They're like, no, because that's the key. If what I got in me, the courage, the tenacity, the bravery, if that spreads, then it's all over. Because that's what the revolution is. Once it gets to the point where people stand on their rights, it's not knowing your rights. Knowing your rights is nothing to a bully. It's nothing to a demon. It's nothing to a devil. You got to stand on your rights, just like George Washington did, just like all the other white rebels that they say. You know what I mean? And we celebrate and salute. That's what Nat Turner did. That's what Malcolm did. You got to stand, man. You got to sacrifice. And men, this is all for you. I don't even want to see women at rallies and all that. It's embarrassing. I feel embarrassed by seeing that. Let me tell you and I want to leave you because I don't want to make this video extra long, but let me tell you our mindset in Africa. One of the elders was telling me our mindset before the Europeans even arrived, right? Before they was, still in the mountains and stuff. Our mindset was this. When we would battle with outside, entities that would come in, say the Asians or whatever, Middle Easterns would come in, this was the mindset. When the men would go out to fight the enemy, you wouldn't come. The woman would tell her man, if you come back here defeated, I'm killing you. You get what I'm saying? The man knew he couldn't go home. Either he killed his enemy or he died. That's it. Because the kid sees that. You see that? If the kid sees that shit, well, damn, my daddy came home and he got his ass whooped. And he just a bitch. What you think the kid gonna grow up? I'd rather have this motherfucker die. At least now the kid knows, to stand for something. You see, so this is a mental disease. This is what I'm talking about, the holistic aspect of the shit. Y'all taking on mental diseases. This shit is deeper than you can even imagine. Some shit that you didn't see, so you take it on. So you think it's wrong when you fight back, but you celebrate it when somebody else fights back. But hey, salute to the rebels, man. I'm out here. I'm in these streets. You look up, you get up, and don't ever give up.